Gets real now. You know, it's good to come away from the preseason with the winning record. We talked about winning is contagious. Of course, like to get off to a better start than tonight. Hopefully we can learn from the night. It's good the way that we were able to respond, though. It's good to see different guys get going tonight. It was huge for Court, Big O, Melvin, get those guys going. And then, you know, to finish with a touchdown. That's what it's all about, just finishing drives with points. Like I said, we want to eliminate the slow starts, eliminate the 3-and-outs. Our defense plays so well. You know, we don't want to put them back on the field so early. But just coming away from the preseason, long training camp, it's good that guys get to just celebrate winning, celebrate their hard work in front of the fans. You know, we talk about the crowd tonight, being able to have over 50,000 people here tonight. It's a city, it's a fan base that's eager to win, and they just want to, you know, cheer on their Broncos. So it was great closing out the preseason with a home win in front of the fans, and, you know, hopefully we could just keep this momentum going until week 1.
Teddy, what was going on early? Because we never really see you inaccurate like that. And to have that kind of drive to finish your night in your first game in front of these fans, does that mean a little something in terms of momentum as you walk away from tonight?
We were just off a little bit tonight. You know, it's one of those deals. As a quarterback, it was like, man, I know I got, you know, Court out here for the first time, Big O. Now let me kind of really get these guys going. And if I just really just play within our system, you know, throw the ball to the guy that's open, you know, you have success as a quarterback in his offense. So it was one of those deals where I just learned, hey, man, you know, if we call Court's number and they cover it, hey, just get to the next guy in the read. Or, you know, if it's a certain coverage that prevents us from throwing the ball to Big O, get to the next guy. So it's one of those deals where, you know, you want to see these guys have that success, get them going fast, but at the same time, you got to stay within the system.
And then your finish, how big was that for you in the offense to be able to, and you were 5 for 5 on that drive as well?
Yeah, it was great to just get in rhythm on that last drive, to finish with a touchdown, especially with Court. It was a huge confidence booster. We know how much Court means to this offense, and to finish with a touchdown for him, you see the smile, his eyes lit up, you know, it was a great feeling.
Teddy, did you ask to play in that third series? Did you go to Shermer or Fangio and said, can we get one more series, or was that the plan all along?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the plan. I think throughout the course of the preseason, I think I might have played 20-plus snaps a game. So it was just good to really get in rhythm, you know, with the guys that were out there and finish with a touchdown.
Teddy, is it good in some ways to be able to work through some of that adversity since you were splitting reps during training camp to kind of, as the starter, figure out how to bounce back from a slow start like that?
Yeah, it's definitely good to be able to work through that adversity. Because as we know, throughout the course of a season, throughout the course of games, you know, things happen. And when things go bad, what am I going to do? You know, pout on the sideline, have my head down? No, you know, we have a great locker room, a group of guys who will come up to you, hey, man, you know, you got this. Let's keep it going. And that's contagious, you know. And that right there, that mindset, that attitude is what breeds, you know, champions and winners.
Teddy, talking about Albert O specifically, what have you seen from him, not only tonight, but in camp? And, you know, how has he tried to pick your brain over the last few weeks?
Yeah, I was talking with Drew and Rip on the sideline. I was like, man, you know, let's get Big O to the games all the time. Just the energy that he brought tonight. He's catching the ball, and he's not even thinking, you know, he's out there trying to hurdle guys who aren't even trying to cut him low. So, you know, it's that relentless effort that we love about him. You know, he's a guy, you know, I'm still getting to learn. You know, I've only been here for so long, but he's a guy who's been a true pro. You can tell that, you know, he wants to do everything that he can to help this team have success, and we're glad that he's on our team.
Teddy, we've talked to you a lot about your pocket presence, and we kind of saw that on that touchdown pass. Can you kind of take us through that play, and is that kind of a reflection of what we've talked to you about that awareness?
You know, it's the guys up front doing a great job of, you know, creating lanes, forcing the defensive line to rush a certain way. Those guys are doing an awesome job up front, and they've been doing an awesome job all camp and all preseason. So tonight was just a result of, you know, them straining a little extra for me to be able to extend the play. Court, he was straining, you know, to get back open. And, you know, when you have guys straining for 4 or 5 seconds of play or extra 2 seconds of play, you know, good things tend to happen.
Teddy, how have the last few days been in terms of interactions with your teammates and in town and your phone, and since you've been named the starter?
I mean, things have pretty much been the same around here. This team, it's a group of guys who don't pick sides. Everything here is all about the Broncos. It's not about one person, and that's what I love about this organization. It's very welcoming. You can walk in, and everyone's going to treat you the same, whether you're a starter or not. And it's a first-class organization. So, this week, I probably had over 300 text messages. That's about it. But other than that, I come to work. I'm still the same guy. Guys treat me the same. They treat Drew the same. They treat Rip the same. And that's what I love about this team.
Teddy, you mentioned you haven't been here for a very long time. You were in a quarterback competition, and now the preseason's in the rearview mirror. What do you do, I guess, starting tomorrow to lead this team into week 1? Does anything change? Do you do anything different now that all the preparation is for games that matter?
Now it's more so about your process and your routines. Hopefully throughout the course of these preseason games, these weeks, you get that opportunity to go through a mock in-season week, whether it's on Tuesdays, how you're going to watch film or take care of your body. Wednesdays, when you come to work, what's your mindset? So it's one of those deals where you want to, develop a routine, a process, and that's what's going to produce the results on Sundays. So that's something that I learned, my 2 years in New Orleans, sitting behind Drew Brees. He was a guy who was so detailed, he was so routine, process-driven, and I took so much away from that. And hopefully I can pour that into some of the guys on this team who don't have a routine, who don't have a process, and hopefully we can put it all together and it all just gel.
Go ahead.
Okay. You mentioned this organization and this locker room is going to rally around you, and you guys are getting on one page. What do you say to the fans who got a little too into the whole 50-50 QB derby thing and are still kind of learning to get to know you and learning to kind of fall in love with you and what you bring here at home?
Yeah, honestly, for me, it's some things, are out of your control, but the one thing that I can control is how hard I work every day, what type of leader I want to be for this team, what type of football player I want to be for this team. And, I just want to make sure that I'm sacrificing everything that I have that's in me to lead this team and be the best quarterback that I can be for this team. Everything else will fall in place. I'm not in it for, to be liked. I'm not the salesman or anything. I love football. I love playing for the Denver Broncos, coming to work every day, being the best version of Teddy that I can be while helping this team elevate.
Teddy, it's obviously a huge week for you this week, even though you've been through, this position with other teams. But how were your nerves? How did you feel going into tonight?
I was honestly good. I was very chilled. I try to be chilled going into games. Try to be even, centered. So it was good just getting out here in front of the fans today. Sucks that we got out to a slow start, but like I said, it was good that we finished with points. It was good that they got some excitement at the end of the game to see them. Like we said, we had over 50,000 people here for a preseason game. To see them support us, that last 2-minute drive, they're on their feet, and it was exciting to be a part of something like this.
I just want to ask you your impression of kind of the celebration for Courtland when he got the touchdown pass. Seemed like virtually everybody on that sideline was really into it, coming out on the field, celebrating him. What was that moment like?
Yeah, that was a special moment, and I know it was very special for Court. I've been in a similar situation where you're overcoming an injury, and you look for those small victories that just boost your confidence and boost your mental. And that moment, it was so special for Court because. And it was special for this team because we know how much Court means to us. You watch him every day. He come out to work, man, and he's working extremely hard. He's putting the extra work in. He's doing little things that go unnoticed, sometimes. And, it's showing on touchdown plays or third down and long plays where he's converting first downs. He's a special guy. He's, a selfless guy. He has a big heart. He loves football. He loves his team. And he just has something about him, man, that I learned tonight. Like, he has this fire on game day. Sometimes in practice you see guys, and you're like, oh, okay, this guy's this way, this guy's that way. But, his eyes are, like, lit up. He's angry, you know. And I used to be like, man, does Court ever get mad? But on game day, he's angry. And, you know, he's angry because he knows that, you know, he's a special player, and he knows how special he can be in this league. So it was huge for him to get that touchdown. We're all excited, and we just look forward to what's in store for him. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.